Hello viewers and welcome back to our final video in our war film series looking at each defining era. Make sure you look back at our other videos looking at each era from the 1960s through to the 2010s. Number 10, The Dam Busters. With its stirring theme tune and state-of-the-art special effects, The Dam Busters is one of the most famous of all British World War II films. The Dam Busters chronicles the development of a bouncing bomb and its subsequent deployment in the famous raid that destroyed two of Germany's strategically important dams in May 1943. Although many key details of the raid were still classified at the time, director Anderson nonetheless produced a pretty faithful account of the events. Number 9, The Steel Helmet.
What's that paper on your back for?
Prayer to Buddha, asking him to heal me if I am wounded.
Oh, yeah? Thought you forgot to take out the price tag. There.
To make a war movie at the same time when the real-life war is still in progress takes enormous courage. Fortunately for viewers of this career war drama about a group of soldiers holed up in a Buddhist temple, its writer-director was Samuel Fuller, himself a combat veteran. The Steel Helmet pinpoints the Korean fighting in a grim, hard-hitting tale that is excellently told. Number 8, Stalag 17.
Was soll das? Was machen Sie hier? Sie sind verhaftet!
Hollywood director and producer Billy Wilder put his golden touch on this comedy drama about American airmen held as POWs in a German prisoner of war camp. William Holden stars as the cynical Sergeant Sefton, a role that he won the Oscar for over the likes of Kirk Douglas and Charlton Heston. A critical and commercial hit, it also became the basis of the 1960s TV sitcom Hogan's Heroes.
Are we going to stand around here and listen to him until the Germans find out where Dunbar is?
The Germans know where Dunbar is.
How do they know?
You told them, Hoffy.
Who did?
You did.
Are you off your rocker?
Uh-huh. Fell right on my head.
Number 7, Ballad of a Soldier. Ballad of a Soldier is an unusual war film in that its focus is not on combat but on love. A soldier destroys 2 enemy tanks and is granted 6 days of leave to visit his mother. Heading home, he witnesses the devastation of his country. Ballad of a Soldier was recognised as an instant classic. Number 6, La Grande Guerra. Winner of the Golden Lion at the 1959 Venice Film Festival, La Grande Guerra is a masterpiece of World War I cinema. Controversial upon its release for its cynical take on the notion of patriotism, Monticello's blend of comedy and tragedy follows 2 soldiers in their attempts to evade any responsibility at the Austrian front. What begins with odd couple banter soon takes on a darker tone before the ruthless and emotional finale. Number 5, Ashes and Diamonds. Arguably the greatest Polish film ever made, here style and substance are perfectly blended. As the war is ending and the Nazi occupation is replaced with Soviet liberation, a civil war rages on, with the pro-Western Home Army battling against the Soviet-backed People's Army. Besides the phenomenal visual look of the film, it's elevated to masterpiece status by the fantastic performance of Zbigniew Cybulski as Maciek, a Home Army fighter on the mission to assassinate a Soviet-backed politician.
Wiesz, ja dotychczas nie zastanawiałem się nad wieloma sprawami. Życie się jakoś samo układało.
Number 4, A Man Escaped. A Man Escaped is based on the memoirs of French resistance fighter André Devenier, who was incarcerated in Lyon during the Second World War. Except for the opening scene and the final shots, the entire film is set in the interiors and exteriors of a prison, and follows the detailed activities of protagonist Fontaine as he prepares for what everyone tells him is an impossible feat, creating a well-acted prisoner of war film that builds tension, leaving you on the edge of your seat.
La coïncidence de son arrivée avec la notification de ma peine m'avait frappé. J'avais plus de temps à perdre. Il allait falloir choisir ou emmener Jost avec moi ou le supprimer. Dans ce cas, le plus lourd de mes crochets serait une arme efficace.
Number 3, The Cranes Are Flying. This film, made by Mikhail Kalatosov, won a Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, becoming the only Soviet film to have received that accolade. Film critics were stunned by its overwhelming abhorrence of war and its lack of propaganda, and was subsequently heralded as a revelation in the post-Stalin Soviet Union and the international cinema community alike. The Cranes Are Flying is a superbly crafted drama with incredible performances and stunning cinematography. Number 2, The Bridge on the River Kwai.
Geneva Convention. Belligerents may employ as workmen prisoners of war who are physically fit other than officers. By all means. You read English, I take it.
It's easy for the Academy to get behind great war movies, which tend to use a grand scope to address weighty themes, resulting in films like Kwai going on to win Best Picture. The product of contrasting cultures, the film finds each figure responding to their experiences as part of a Japanese prison camp in Burma in different manners, with the most fascinating being Guinness's Lieutenant Colonel Nicholson, who comes to treat the forced construction of the eponymous bridge as a test of British resilience.
What have I done?
Before we reveal our number 1 war film, here are some honourable mentions that just missed the list. Canal, From Here to Eternity, The Burmese Harp, The Bridge, Ice Cold in Alex,
For God's sake, sir, you break the string! Shut up!
The Caine Mutiny.
Distance 5,000.
Number 1, Paths of Glory. Beyond depicting the sheer brutality of trench warfare, Paths of Glory almost serves as an indictment on the act of war itself. Heroism never quite enters the picture apart from the willingness of Kirk Douglas's Colonel Dax to try to expose the hypocrisy of executing 3 men for cowardice. Kubrick immerses viewers in trench life and drains scenes of recon missions and battle of any glamour, but it's his ability to depict the human cost that makes the film so haunting as it builds to an extraordinary final scene.
I apologize for not revealing my true feelings. I apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner that you're a degenerate, sadistic old man. And you can go to hell before I apologize to you now or ever again.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you watch the other entries in this series and hit the subscribe button for more similar videos in the new year.